I almost didn't go back. I was tired. It was late. And I told myself I'd visit tomorrow. That night, tomorrow disappeared. Welcome to Good Stories Today, your channel for emotional and inspiring stories. Listen while you drive, work, or simply seek inspiration. Subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss the next videos. Chapter 1. The Routine of Busy. My name is Claire. I'm 42. I live in Charlotte. I work full-time in human resources. I have 2 kids, Noah, 12, and Emma, 9. My life is full, not in a bad way, just full. Work, school pickups, soccer practice, dinner, homework, laundry, repeat. There's always something to do. Always someone who needs me. Always a reason I can't stop moving. My mother, Eleanor, had been living in a nursing home for 3 years. She had dementia, early stages when she first moved in. But it had progressed. Some days she knew who I was. Some days she didn't. Some days she was sharp, witty, herself. Other days she was somewhere else entirely, talking to people who weren't there, asking for her own mother who'd been gone for 20 years. It was hard to watch. I visited when I could. Once a week, usually, sometimes twice if I had time. But lately, it had been harder to find that time. Work had been demanding. The kids had end-of-year activities. My husband, David, was traveling for business. I'd call instead, check in with the nurses, send flowers, and I'd tell myself, I'll visit this weekend. I'll make time. But the weekends would come and go, and there was always something, always a reason to put it off. I wasn't avoiding her. I just had a lot going on, and she was safe. She was cared for. The staff loved her. It wasn't like she was alone. That's what I told myself anyway. I didn't realize I was making excuses. I thought I was just being realistic. Chapter 2. The Decision. It was a Tuesday. I'd had a long day at work, back-to-back meetings, a conflict with a coworker that left me drained. I picked up the kids from school, drove them to soccer practice, sat in the car answering emails while they played. By the time we got home, it was almost 7 p.m. I made dinner, helped Emma with her homework, listened to Noah complain about his math teacher, and then, around 8:30, after the kids were in bed, I sat down on the couch, exhausted. My phone buzzed, a reminder I'd set weeks ago. Visit Mom. I stared at it. The nursing home was 30 minutes away. Visiting hours ended at 9:30. I could make it if I left right now, but I was so tired. And I'd see her this weekend. I'd already planned it. What difference would 2 days make? I picked up my phone to text my brother, Mark, heading to see Mom. You been by lately? He responded immediately. Not this week. Crazy at work. Planning to go Friday, 2 days from now, same as me. I put my phone down, and I almost didn't go. I almost told myself, it's fine. She's fine. I'll go this weekend. I almost stayed on that couch. But something stopped me. Not a voice, not a feeling, just a thought. What if she's waiting for you? I stood up, grabbed my keys, my jacket. David looked up from his laptop. Where are you going? To see my mom. I'll be back by 10. You okay? Yeah, I need to go. He nodded. Drive safe. I got in the car, and as I drove through the dark streets toward the nursing home, I felt something I hadn't felt in weeks. Urgency, not panic, not fear, just the quiet knowing that I needed to be there. Tonight. I don't know why I went. I just knew I had to. Chapter 3. The Visit. I arrived at the nursing home at 9:05 p.m. The lobby was quiet. The front desk nurse smiled at me. Hey, Claire, late visit tonight. Yeah, just wanted to check in. She's in her room. Had a good day today. Very alert. That's good. I walked down the familiar hallway. Beige walls, soft lighting, the faint smell of antiseptic and lavender. Room 214. The door was open. My mother was sitting in her chair by the window, looking out at the parking lot. She was small, thin. Her hair, once dark and thick, was white now and wispy. But when she turned and saw me, her face lit up. Claire. She knew me. Hi, Mom. I walked over and kissed her forehead, sat down in the chair next to hers. I wasn't expecting you tonight, she said. I know, I just wanted to see you. She smiled. I'm glad you came. We sat in silence for a moment, just being. And then she said, do you remember when you were little and you used to climb into my bed during thunderstorms? I smiled. Yeah, I was terrified of thunder. You'd squeeze my hand so tight, and I'd tell you stories until you fell asleep. I remember. She reached over and took my hand. Her skin was thin, papery. Her grip was weak, but she held on. You were always my brave girl, she said, even when you were scared. My throat tightened. But I don't feel very brave lately. You are. You just don't see it yet. We talked for another 30 minutes. About nothing. About everything. She told me stories I'd heard 100 times. I listened like it was the first. And when the nurse came in at 9:30 to let me know visiting hours were over, I didn't want to leave. I'll come back this weekend, I told my mother. She smiled. I'll be here. I kissed her forehead. I love you, Mom. I love you too, sweetheart. I walked to the door, turned back. She was still looking at me, smiling. And I thought, I'm so glad I came. I didn't know that would be the last conversation we'd have. Chapter 4. The Call. The call came at 4:47 a.m. I was asleep. The phone rang, loud and jarring in the dark. I grabbed it, heart already pounding, unknown number. But I knew. Somehow, I knew. Hello? Mrs. Bennett? This is Linda from Meadowbrook Nursing Home. My stomach dropped. Yes. I'm so sorry to call you at this hour. It's about your mother. I don't remember the rest of the conversation. Just fragments, peacefully, in her sleep. No pain. We tried to reach you. I hung up. Sat there in the dark. David woke up. Claire, what's wrong? I couldn't speak. I just cried. We drove to the nursing home. The sun was just starting to rise. The streets were empty. I felt numb, disconnected, like I was watching myself from the outside. When we arrived, the nurse took us to her room, the same room I'd been in just hours ago. But it felt different now, quieter, emptier. My mother was lying in bed. She looked peaceful, like she was sleeping, but she wasn't. I sat down next to her, took her hand. It was still warm, and I thought, I was just here. We just talked. She just told me she loved me. How is she gone? I stayed there for a long time, just holding her hand, saying goodbye to someone who was already gone. I didn't know the last time I saw her would be the last time, but I'm so grateful I didn't miss it. Chapter 5. The weight of almost the funeral was small. Family. A few of her friends from church, the staff from the nursing home. Everyone said the same things. She was a wonderful woman. She's at peace now. At least she didn't suffer. And they were right. But none of it made the grief lighter. What stayed with me, what I couldn't stop thinking about, was how close I'd come to not going that night. How I'd almost stayed home. How I'd almost told myself, tomorrow. And if I had, I would have missed it. I would have missed that last conversation, that last smile, that last, "I love you." I kept replaying the moment in my head, sitting on the couch, tired, thinking about all the reasons not to go, and then going anyway. I don't know why I went. I don't know what changed my mind, but I'm so grateful I did. Because I didn't just get to say goodbye. I got to be present, to listen, to hold her hand, to see her smile. And that's a gift I almost didn't give myself. It wasn't the moment I almost missed. It was the version of myself I could have lived with. Or not. Chapter 6. What I learned. In the weeks after my mother died, I thought a lot about time. How we treat it like it's infinite. How we say tomorrow like it's guaranteed. How we put off the people we love because we're busy, tired, distracted. And how we don't realize, until it's too late, that time is the one thing we can't get back. I thought about all the visits I'd postponed, all the phone calls I'd kept short because I was in the middle of something, all the times I'd chosen convenience over presence, and I felt regret, not crushing, not unbearable, but real. But I also felt gratitude, because I didn't miss that last night. I didn't let tomorrow steal that moment from me. And even though I can't go back and change the times I did miss, I can change how I move forward. I started visiting people I'd been putting off. My grandmother, my old college roommate, my friend who'd been going through a hard time. Not because I was afraid they'd die, but because I didn't want to live with the weight of almost. I also started praying differently. Not asking for more time, but asking for presence. God, help me see the moments that matter. Help me stop putting off the people I love. Help me be here, fully, honestly, while I still can. And slowly, I started to feel different. Not less busy, not less tired, but more awake. To the people around me, to the moments that mattered, to the time I actually had. That night, I didn't ask God for more time. I asked Him to help me be present with the time I still had. Conclusion. The gift of going back. My mother has been gone for 6 months now, and I still miss her every day. But I don't carry the weight of what if. I don't wonder what I would have missed, because I didn't miss it. I went back, and that one decision, that one moment of listening to something deeper than my tiredness, gave me a gift I'll carry for the rest of my life. So if you're watching this, and there's someone you've been meaning to visit, someone you've been putting off because you're busy, tired, overwhelmed, I want you to hear this. Go. Don't wait for the perfect time. Don't wait until you're less tired. Just go. Because tomorrow isn't guaranteed, and the people you love won't be here forever. You don't have to have the perfect words. You don't have to stay for hours. You just have to show up, to be present, to listen, to hold their hand. That's all they really want, and that's all you'll remember when they're gone. I almost didn't go back that night, and if I hadn't, I would have spent the rest of my life carrying that weight. But I did, and it changed everything. If this story resonated with you, subscribe to Good Stories today for more honest, human stories about love, loss, time, and the moments that change us when we least expect it. Thanks for listening, and remember, tomorrow is a promise we can't always keep, so don't wait. See you in the next story.